Alright, welcome to D.L. Kramer's Custom Cars, where to start the show is always sitting right there, doing nothing. But she makes sure the love is always there, the hugs and the kisses and So I guess her job is complete, so. And I do love her too. And she knows that. Anyway. Please like and subscribe if you guys can, I sure could use it. What we're working on today is we're working on setting up the carburetor for the car. The car for the carburetor for the car, whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on, I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, but maybe. Anyway, let's have a seat there. So what I'm seeing already is some trouble here. The mount fit's great, but it's a little, I gotta take some of this aluminum off right here, just a little area. So what I'm doing, I got a bolt in here in the mount and bolt in the back, so I know where this thing's got to go, So what we want to do is I'm looking at this throttle bracket here. It looks like to me not much has to be taken out of here. Let's say from about there. And actually, oh yeah. Yeah, from there to about right there. Let's go back here a little bit. Let's go up here a little bit. And I'm talking like a 32nd of an inch, 16th of an inch maybe. So I want to get that figured out before I go any further here. I think this thing has been on something before already because it's got the marks, and I probably got somebody's problem. So all we gotta do is just take out a little bit, and then we'll make it gradually go back in. It looks like it was made that way. There. I think it's aluminum and I think it's powder coated, so that's gonna suck. So let's see, no, I don't want to do it here because the shavings will be inside that thing. So I'm gonna go over to the bench over there. I'm gonna put you guys on pause. I'm just gonna take my little die grinder, just clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna clean it up to the edge of that black, get the black. All this black has gotta go, except for the lines. So if I do that, then there's still plenty of meat here yet to support everything. That's amazing. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, let's see if this thing fits. If it fits, it ships, right? If it don't fit, we're screwed. Are you still hidden? That's still too close for comfort, I think. universal, all right, after you fix it. Oh man, that's not deep enough yet. Oh, too close for comfort right now. Okay, so I gotta take more off of there again. That's not enough. But I can't add it on there if I would have took too much off, you know. Yeah, like a 32nd of an inch, but we'll go 16th of an inch. I'll get a new wheel out. I can go faster at it. This took me a while to do that because I'm trying to be so careful. I don't want it all scratched to hell and stuff like that. So I'll be back in. All right, let's see if it fits. If it fits, it's tits. I mean, shits. Hopefully you didn't misunderstand me. I didn't say what probably you think I said. If you did think that, I'm sorry. Okay. It's still close. Unreal. Okay. Well, we're going to try it that way. Oh. Oh, yeah, we got to do this first. Got to pull this chubby or whatever, this little nub thing off of here. There you go. We'll keep that around. We might be able to use that for something on there. Oh, we don't want to lose that. Okay, what's next? Next thing. Let's put this back again. Oh, each one of these bolts will get a lock washer eventually. Clean them off. Should have bought some new bolts, huh? Instead of using used ones. I'll set these washers on there right away. Oh, these don't matter, but at least it's together. At least it's together. Okay, then what we want to do, I want to take this piece loose. I should look at my throttle cable. I might not be able to use this either. Maybe this was in the way. I don't know. Nothing's working so far, so that's why I think that way, you know. Well, that's, wow. Okay, that's nice and loose. I don't like that at all. Wonder if I can flip that around. Maybe I can't, huh? This still has a knob on both sides. If I just flip this around, people say, well, the knob's supposed to be inside there, Dale. Well, no, you're right, but if I want it nice and loose, there, now it's tight. Okay. And then I'll just say it's for throttle clearance. I think people get what I'm saying. No, what size are these? I figured they're metric right off the bat. I figured this thing was probably made in China. You know what? Never know, it might be standard yet. Which one did I just try? Don't even know. Must have been that one. Keep going down the line until we get it right here. Wow, that ain't even right? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that fits perfect. So it is China made. You can always tell if it's standard American or not. If it's standard American, then it's made here in the good old United States. Or is it a Japanese knockoff? So that's what this one is. Some poor company in the United States is getting ripped off now. There, we kind of got that halfway set. All right, I think we're ready to put it on, huh? Oh wait, no, this has got to come off. The Chevy stuff has to come off. We don't need to hook up no kick down because we have a manual transmission in there. So we'll set this over here next to this thing. And then, no. I think what we're going to do, we're going to run it that direction. Wow. That's how many thread only in there? Wonder how many thread is in that one then? Oh my lord. I think we're in trouble here again, guys. I think we're gonna be in trouble here. And these are all gonna be metric too, I bet. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Open it that way. I can't get my fingers underneath. Alright. Oh my. I'm not liking what I see here at all. And now we got more thread. But it stops before it bombs out. Oh, thank you, China. I appreciate that. I have to inspect this now. I think this is going to be junk too. Let's pull these out. Pull this out of here. How much thread do you want to bet on this? Hate to lose my throttle springs. That one seems to have. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing right there. I'm wrong. There, everything's just going the heck on me here. I made the mistake. Now I see what they're doing. Okay. Okay, I'll get up then. I'm sorry. I'll get up and I'll look. Did it go down my shoe? It just fell down. You can't find it here. Oh, it's behind me. Wonder where the washer went. Oh. Okay, so here's the screw. On the screw. Wow. The washer is gone though. Okay. I rolled about 14 miles away, huh? Got the screw though. Okay. Okay, meanwhile, back at the ranch, the Duke boys were trying. No, never mind. My mistake, guys. My mistake. I'll take full 110% responsibility for what just happened. I forgot. These are indented. Oh. Actually, I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, take two. Disregard that. Let's, I don't know, the springs were attached to that thing. I should have just took them off. Oop, there's the screw. Okay. Now I gotta put the washer on the screw first. Put the coconut in the put. No, never mind. Okay. So this goes this way. And then this goes this way. And this goes this way. We'll get back on the horse and start riding it again here in a second. My mistake. Plenty of my fault. My fault. I guess it makes me human, I guess. Put the bolt in that one. There. Okay, that's right. Gotta check my own work, I guess, now these days. Some days I think I'm losing it because I'm under so much stress. Okay. That was one of my biggest screw ups for a while. Okay. Once in a while we gotta screw up. Well, my grandfather used to tell me that when he was still alive. He's a good man. He said you gotta have a bad day to know what a good one is. You know what? He was absolutely true. I totally agree. I totally agree. Okay, and this is the stop deal. The jam thingy. We're not going to use this one. That's a square style. We're not going to use this one. So there it is. God, that's still close, ain't it? Well, did you grind on it some more or not? Nah. Let's leave it the way it is. And this has to be all be tightened up. This is all got to be set yet. This has got to go this way. This is probably got to go this way. And that way. And this way. And up that way. And down that way. And over that way. And over this way. And over that way. And okay. So. Okay. I think I need a Dr. Pepper break. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Okay. I suppose the next thing I'm going to do is set you guys up by the car. But I gotta do something here with Puppy. I think she wants to go in for a second, so probably needs a drink or something. Let her drink out of a clean bowl in the house. So there it is, boys. All right. What do we got here now? What do we got here? We got no light. Let's get a light rigged up here. I can't believe I made that mistake on that throttle. Thought the bolt long enough. Oh my lord. I must be losing it. Oh, I don't know. Well, let's see if we can get some light in here. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Put that there. Turn that there. And this over the top of the hood. So it's not in our way. Wrap the cord together so it don't come on. There we go. There. Now I should go around the windshield post, shouldn't I? How about that? There we go. Okay, so now do I need to clean this up a little better? Where is all that black shit coming from? I think we'll be fine. Okay, now I'm going to do something that everybody frowns at. Okay? So get rid of the frown. I'm going to use gray silicone between my intake manifold and the spacer. You might say, no. Well, I'll do it there, but I won't do it between the carburetor and the spacer. What that does is if there's any imperfections in that tubing that I used, if there's a warpage in there, it's going to fill that in. I've done it several times on that. Matter of fact, on that other intake that I built, works beautiful. You know, I only use gray high pressure. Don't use anything else. The gray high pressure stuff, I swear by. That is the best stuff. But I also use a gasket. So I don't just silicone it on. I use a gasket on there too. It's just the silicone is just really thin. Just to let's see, I'm taking this apart here. The silicone is just really thin. Just if there's a little imperfection in that metal, you know, if there's any imperfection, I want that to be caught. And it looks like I just got enough there. Yeah, we gotta scrape a little off the back, I think. No, maybe not. Yeah, I suppose we should. Okay, do it right or don't do it. I gotta grab a little razor blade. I just got a little bit there. I gotta. And I should probably do something with. Of course, see where shadows are? Okay, I'll go get a flashlight so I can see what the heck I'm doing. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday to everybody. Are you guys out in the shed working on your junk? I'm working on my junk. It's all junk until we improve it and save it. And when we save it, we're rewarded with our blood, sweat, and tears, I guess, right? Projects will never do themselves. That's weird how that did that. Huh. Yeah, if a little paint gets in there. Actually, there ain't none. It's all over me. Oh, this is taking forever again. But you gotta make sure it's right, you know. all we're doing. Don't want no vacuum leaks, so I'll think it's my intake, and then here it might have been just the gaskets, you know. I wanted to make the 400 horse, hopefully. And maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just make 200. Yeah, if it does, at least it gets me to town, the car cruises. I'm sure it'll make more than that, but and we'll see. I want to put it on a wheel dyno somewhere. Or Votech used to have one, and I want to see if they still got it. That way the Votech guys can see a Hemi run. Maybe. Okay, let's grab a couple gaskets here. I got a blue gasket for the top. And I got a Jeez. Can't get them out of the package here. Not gonna work. The way it is. I think so. See what's here. I think that'll work. That'll work. Okay, now we're gonna put silicone on there. I'm out of my mind, ain't I? Lots of silicone between the spacer and the gasket. Not on top. Just down here, between here. It's like siliconing up your gaskets, so I'm gonna count that as a. Hopefully we got enough. It's not gonna take much. Nope, except for I forgot to put some gloves on. So let's go get some gloves. Oh, I tell you, there's always something, right? I just want to get her on there, boys. Get her on there and get her done. We're not going to hook up the fuel line yet, not until I put gas in it and fire up the pump. I want to make sure all the loose debris that might be in the line is rinsed out. I'll shoot the line into a catch can. Okay, so we got the covers there. So we won't be hooking up that fuel line. Not yet, anyway. I don't want to put gas in it quite yet either, so that's Okay. What did I do with the black gasket already? I see the blue one. Okay. I see the blue one. I don't see the black one. Wow. I must be blind. Okay, I'll grab one of these other ones until I find the other one. There's the blue one. Wow. I lost the whole gasket. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Well, yeah. Just put this one back in the package. I buy them. Oh, God, I tell you, I'm losing it. I think I am. The gasket goes like that, obviously. So what we're going to do, I'm just putting a thin layer of silicone on here. I'm going to do it to both sides. Gotta work fast. Because it's just for any imperfections. And I'm not putting it on the carburetor side, you know. Obviously, that would be probably dumb, but some people might have to, you know. You do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta bend the rules a little bit to make things work. You know how that goes, you know. I'm just doing this so I can ensure if there's problems, I can knock this off the list and say, no, I did that, so can't be that. Because you know how it is. Sometimes there's problems, sometimes there isn't. Most of the time, I don't have any problems. Most of the time, because I'm not trying to say I'm perfect. What I'm trying to say is I take precautions like this, you know. Okay, that side is done. Now let's do this side. Why we wear gloves? We get it all over ourselves here. Because I got to do both sides of that gasket, you know. And again, the tube is so messed up here. I gotta work some of this up here. Just get nice and messy with her. I don't know if it's just me. Sometimes I'll get it on my fingers, and next thing I'll have it on my face, and my eyes, and maybe it's everybody here. I don't know that's watching. I suppose what I could have did is copper coat. Well, I don't know if I can copper coat that. See, you got to have gas resistant stuff. I'm just doing this for a precautionary reason. But like I say, I won't do the carburetor side. Okay, there's that. Now, let's get this cover back on here if I can find it. You don't give this stuff away either anymore. Nothing's free anymore. Nothing's low priced. Everything's expensive for some reason. I don't know why. I think everybody's just cashing in on making money time. Okay, now we're just going to line this up like so. Okay. Usually I have some studs on here, and then it does a really good job. Okay, now we're going to take these off. So I don't get it all over the carburetor or anything else here. Okay. Looking for this. Now we'll set this on top of that. Okay, that goes this way. Now this we won't silicone. Yeah. Everybody's like, he's siliconing his carburetor on. No, technically I'm not. What I'm siliconing on is the oh. No way. You mean my air filter's in the way? Okay, well I gotta see once for sure, is it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. One step at a time there. We'll get her. No? Okay, where's the... Okay. Might be able to use it yet. Okay, I can see these bolts are too short, maybe, huh? Okay, we're... I grab some tools here to tighten that down, or don't I? I'm gonna have to get 2 bolts that are longer from town. You see that already? I suppose now when I loosen that up, it'll be all screwed up. Okay, we need this. And we need a 1/2 inch. If we get the gaskets on there, okay, that's started. Why isn't that going on there? Is that a metric bolt? You gotta be kidding me if it is. No. Gotta get around, shove it. Oh, I tell ya. Can't even judge the situations right anymore. Let's see. Set this so it crosses the battery terminals. If I can get a socket on there now. No, probably not. Okay. Make sure they're all started good. Not cross threading. Not doing none of that. Okay. Geez, slow down there. Jesus. I just feel I'm in a hurry about that silicone, you know. See, I'll never have to take that off, you know. Can't get to that one. And I'm back online again here. I don't know how long I've been talking to myself. Hopefully it hasn't been too long, guys. God, I tell you, whatever can go south on me today, it's going that way. But anyway, what I was explaining was I put a vacuum port back here because it has to control all the doors and the heater box and stuff, you know. So I got the hoses here and stuff, but I don't know which one goes where. So I know where they went underneath the dash, and I got them out to here. And I'm not going to hook up the fuel line. I'm not going to hook up the choke cable because I'm not sure about the choke cable, what I'm going to run yet. And the fuel line, I have to rinse out the fuel system yet. I got to turn on the electric pump and rinse it through before. I'm not going to rinse any junk in my rebuilt carburetor. That's just, it would only catch it from the filter here to there. But if there's a piece in here, you know, all it takes is the tiny little piece and you're done. I was explaining that all. So now that we got the carburetor tightened down, I took the flashlight, looked. I wanted to make sure my grease silicone, high pressure silicone was doing okay. See, now later on, if I ever got to take the carb off, you take these bolts out, and then I got this gasket that's non-stick. Or at least they say it's non-stick, but it does stick. But at least I won't have to change the gasket between the intake unless I see it's damaged, you know. So let's set you guys up on the other side of the carburetor. So we're not hooking up the fuel line, which goes here. We're not hooking up the choke cable that goes here. Here's the choke cable, but like I say, that one's a little short. I don't know. I could run it, but I might get a fancy Edelbrock one for $26 just because of the name. But so let's put you guys on pause for a minute. There's nothing to do on this side. The bolts are tightened down. Oh yeah, and then I was telling you that I got a red air cleaner element washable one coming for this. I like to run like a 10-inch air cleaner, a little bigger than this for the velocity of it. But it had to go through the hood because I'm running this spacer under here. So it just missed the hood, you know. So I got a scoop on the car, as you guys know. So it'll be functionable, I guess. I could put aluminum plate on here yet, so it pressurizes the velocity. Then you got a working scoop. Because the scoop was supposed to scoop up the air and forces it down the carburetor, kind of like a real mild turbocharging. But yeah, so that's coming. I'll polish that up. I got to put a stud in here. There's got this little short guy on there, but I'll do all that later. I'll hook this all up later. Carburetor's mounted, throttle bracket's mounted. So let's go to the other side. It looks like my ventilation system here is going to work. So barely, but it's gonna. I could put a little elbow on there too and have it bent over a little bit, 45 it or something. Looks good on there though. Looks complicated actually. Might be too complicated for me. So let's zoom out here for a second. That's what it kind of looks like if you can kind of see it. Cable moved. All right, so we're back to this. I gotta take this jacket off. Starting to scratch up my epoxy primer with my zipper today. Okay, carburetor's mounted, brackets mounted. Things have to be set up a little bit. Check this throttle cable off. Now, what do you gotta do here? Yes, that's not gonna work. I gotta mount that on first. Yeah, throttle works good. That has to be tightened and all that, but it's gonna probably come off. All this Oh, starting to throttle cable too, I suppose. Oh, got this kind of stuff. Put the air cleaner on it so that way bolt drops in there. All out of the way for now. Up here, so we don't lose it. This is good. Grab them. Probably after dollar so much. You always tell something's made. Forgot my microphone again. God, I'm losing it. Let's see. Okay, that's not right. Yeah, that one's right. It's an 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter, meter. Okay. Except I gotta pull that thing out of there. It's the easiest way to do that. Probably in the vise. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. There you go. Got it. Okay. Thing's looking kind of mean. Jeez. I wish I had a nice air cleaner on there now. Well, we're gonna run that on for now. I can't afford it. I can't afford nothing right now, so I gotta run what I brung. Okay, what we're doing now, we're putting the throttle ball on it, I guess. We can't see nothing now. I suppose my arm's in the way, but I can't run that washer on there because what it came with, because it'll interfere, I believe, with the let's see what's here. Okay. That ain't going nowhere. No. I really don't want to put this on there because I can't get the darn thing off otherwise. If I take the clip off, what do I want to do here now? Let's see, hook up the throttle spring again. See if that fits on there. Okay, let's set that up right away. That way that's done. Okay, I believe it's a 10 millimeter. This thing should run pretty darn good. Probably be pretty fast, 373s and 4-speed. This is actually my first Hemi build with a 4-speed behind it. There we go. Okay, now we should set our spring tension here. So let's go grab that Allen wrench. Remember the bolt I thought was too small? Boy, did I screw up there, didn't I? Man, hopefully you guys can forgive me. Let's see now. You gotta keep in mind we'll be shifting this thing constantly. Let's see. I'm gonna measure it at the idle. A little bit on the idle here. Let's see, let's go a bit more. We'll try this. Wrong way. Wrong way. I'm looking at reversed here. Wish there was 2 bolts in there though. Is that too much? That's weird. Can I angle that down a little bit maybe? Because when you give it throttle, it doesn't move. That's why they wanted it. I see why they made it loose in there now. See, it came with no directions. None. Now I know why it's loose. I just figured it out. So it can pivot with the throttle. But now that being aluminum, how long is that going to last? That's the question I got to ask myself. So let's reverse this. Now I know why. We'll set this here so that way it falls. Okay. If it would come with directions, you'd pick up on this right away. This common sense stuff. But as you put it together, you find out, oh, no wonder why they did that and did that and did that and did that. Pretty smart little boys there in Japan. But we should have a lock washer on there though. Now I know why it doesn't tighten up on there though. But now shifting this thing all the time. Wow, boy, that's really... Let's tighten it up and see how loose that actually is. I might not like that. Well, we'll run it that way for now. But yeah, that's what it's done. See, it's made the pivot like that. Being aluminum, how long is that going to last that way? I may have to rebuild this in steel and then tighten it up and then put a pivot point on. But we don't know that. What's next? What else can I screw up tonight? Kind of having a good night and a bad night. When you have no direction. I mean, it's coming together just fine. But I got to take it apart and put it together right all the time. Okay, so we got her that far. Okay, now I've got experience with throttle cables here. Now it came with Allen wrenches. I wonder where I put them. Somewhere where I can't find them, I'm sure. Because now what we got to do is we got to trim this down. Oh, I don't want to trim that down though. Boy, that sucker's long, baby. Long! Oh, it's right about there. You always want a little extra. You don't want to give up all your cable. So, what do we want to do there? You cut it with a 4-inch grinder too, by the way, guys. Don't try to snip it with a wire cutter. It has to be. So what we gotta do first, we gotta remove the cable, the inner one. Let's see if this comes off. I'm gonna zoom out here right just for a while. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to see if this comes apart first. It does. Okay, so we can shorten it. Then we gotta I gotta find the tools that came with it. Which I won't find, I suppose. I'm sure. I put that on many moons ago. But I put everything up here. It should be up here, but it won't be. It's not there. That's not there. I always tell myself, put it where you can find it. Okay. I definitely put it where I can't find it. Everything else is here. Everything. Except for what I need right now. So let's just grab our set here. It's just Allen wrenches anyway. That's all I'm looking for. I'm gonna set all these loose parts over there on the bench so I know where everything's at. Let me try to put it back together here. There. It's just all right there if I need it. So what we want to do next is we want to take this end off. So I don't have the Allen wrench that I came with. I have to find something else here. See which one of these are it. It ain't that one. Try this one. Kind of fits loose. Okay. I found one. We're going to pull in and end off. Set this over here again. I'm setting everything over on that rig over there. So if I can't find it, you guys tell me where I put it. Now we're going to pull this off. This end we pulled off now. Maybe I should have you guys set up on the other side here, huh? Maybe we should try that. Let's move you guys. You guys should probably see it better that way. What I'm trying to do anyway. Oh yeah, now here you see the hood. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I think you guys can see more this way. So now I got to pull the cable in because before I can cut off the other cable, this cable's got to be pulled in a ways. You know what I mean? So let's go a ways. I got to reach in underneath the dash, up at the throttle pedal, and pull it back. Now that I got a column in here, that's not going to be as easy as I thought it was either. Oh, God, I tell you. I got to grab a flashlight now so I can see what I'm doing. So hang tight. I'll be right back with you. Got to pull that cable back, that inner. Okay. Hopefully I pull it back far enough. Let's see. Looking at the ranks. Yeah, there should be plenty. Even if I hit it, there'll be plenty yet. Okay. Just put that flashlight there. Now we gotta get the grinder out. Usually you gotta tape that stuff, but I gotta look at that. I might have to tape it. I'm not sure though. I might get by without it. Best thing to cut that shit with is a grinding cutoff wheel. Just trust me on it. Because you gotta have a sharp cut on there. And don't force it through. So I'm gonna unplug this other light for now. I need the cord for the grinder. I can still see what I'm doing. I'm setting that up right now. Okay, so normally you put a piece of tape around this. We're gonna, oh God, I hope this works. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cut it right here. Yeah. I took that much out. Now let's plug the light back in for a second. Should just put a key on there quick. Okay, now let's go get the, this is the crucial part. Sometimes this goes well, sometimes it's disastrous. One time I had to drill this out a little bit and I had to wrap tape around it. It looks like it's frayed, yeah, it's frayed out already. That's disastrous. Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I wonder if I'm going to have to do that again like I had to do before. Yeah, I might have to. I think I'm going to have to. See, you normally run tape around this and you cut in that tape. You know, you wrap that tape on there really tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap some tape right here on the edge. I'm going to lose a little bit more again, but I'm just going to give it a shot. I got plenty here to work with, you know, so, darn it. I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. I went for it anyway. I shouldn't have done that. I should have used 3M tape, and I don't think I got any left. All I got is cheap junk. Yeah, it's all cheap junk. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, 3M stuff is the best, and I don't have any. I'm fresh out. I gotta go buy some more. You gotta keep this stuff nice and tight. So that's the secret when you cut this stuff. We'll try to cut it again without. You see, I got shavings all over the place here already. Oh, that's good. Maybe it's gonna get in the carburetor, huh? Screw that all up. We'll try it one more time. If it don't work, then we'll have to drill a throttle cable out. I've had to do that before, so it's not my first rodeo. Definitely not my first rodeo. I'm gonna shoot it away from the motor. Nope, it did it again. So, didn't it? Oh yeah, it's not as bad. Maybe I can lock that in there. No, not at all. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Slide down like a Chinese finger. Okay, what did I do with the tape now? Over here. So don't use anything else but good black tape because this is what you end up with. So actually, I'm gonna go get that other black tape stuff that I got. I went back, and that's exactly what happened. I was worried it was gonna, and it did. Normally it doesn't go that way, but it did tonight. So, and that's fine. It's just actually fine. You know, who wants to play the game like that? Well, we'll play the game. We're playing it. There we go. There it went in. Okay. Then we're just going to put a piece of black tape on the outside of it. Make sure it stays there. And it will, because it always has pressure on the line, you know? So it'll stay there. It ain't going nowhere. If it goes to heck, I'll pull it out and throw a good one in there. Come on now. Get it in here. The tape isn't being stressed or nothing. It's just, it's holding it there. Okay, so there we go. Now, a good spot right there, maybe just like that, huh? What do you guys think? That way the coil sit here and then all the wires will go through here. It's away from the valve cover. Boy, that might be actually just perfect. So let's do that. We don't need this nut no more. Let's go set this over here. Let's grab the Allen wrench. I was hoping I didn't have to tape that, but or should I go this way? Let's see. I think we should go this way. No problem is the only problem is it's on the valve cover there. I'll go this way. Yeah, we better go this way. Oh, then I got the wrong Allen wrench. Okay, so let me take this screw out of here. And we'll get the right one. Oh, there, Allen wrenches are laying on the battery there. Okay. Kind of having a bad day on it, but it's not a bad day either, though. It could be worse than this. I have that tightened that. I gotta set that, don't I? That's why. Okay, we can't refund this because aluminum. If I can get that nut on, yeah, that would look stupid though, wouldn't it? Because this is the angle. Why did they angle this? I'll never know. You know? No. Now let's go get that. Let's keep these out so we know what size we got here. I'll go grab this other ones. Kind of hate that thing sitting like right there, but if I look at all this, it's probably the best spot for it, you know? Let's see. Is this the right size? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Let's just put it there for now. Now, let's shove the cable back through. Okay. Did it come through? Oh, yeah. Pull the throttle cable up. There's no resistance. That's it. You got to check for that and then right away. Now, I'll try to cut that cable. We'll see if that frees all the heck too. I hope not. Now this will go there. And then let's get that black magic marker right away. Now what I want to do here, I have to think ahead. If I ever put a different carburetor on here. I wonder if I should take that. No, I will leave that alone. Now there's like a Teflon sleeve that's in here that goes inside this aluminum piece. I just got tape on here to hold it, you know. It is what it is. Normally when you cut braiding, you gotta wrap black tape around it as tight as you can, you know. But you gotta use good tape, not PVC tape. It's gotta be like that rubber, that 3M stuff, whatever that's called. Don't settle for anything less. Um, but that's what you gotta do. So here's what we're gonna do. I wonder if we should move this thing back a little bit. So we got more adjustment. Let's do this. Let's slide this back right about there. Okay. So that way I got adjustment in the front, adjustment in the back. Okay. Snug that up a little bit for now. Okay, this is tight for now. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna pull back, make sure that throttle pedal's off the floor. There's, you can hear it. And then I took the clip off of here so I can kind of dummy this up here. And I'm gonna measure it with my fingers where it's gotta be cut at. Okay. I get this all ready to go here too, though, don't we? Okay. That'd be good to have a helper here so you don't hurt yourself. Double check that. Make that cut. We're in it for good. Looks good. Looks good. See, if you cut it with that grinder, that's what you get. Nice straight end. You know. Now let's get some light going here. I think we're done fabricating. Okay. Which one of these? Find the right Allen wrench here. I believe it's this one right here. No, we got a nice. Yeah, it's up right on there nicely. You kind of, in a way, you kind of got one chance to do it. There. I might just blew it, so. Nope, I did not. Hopefully that's enough. Hey. Now, if this was the deal, you would have put your nut on there, but I can't. This is at an angle. So now we'll screw this back on here. Oh yeah, there's no jam nut on there even. I know it can't. You can only turn so much, but through things it'll vibrate and it'll vibrate the threads loose. You know. So there it is. Wonder how long that cable's gonna last because. Well, okay. Gotta get the clip for that. Wish that cable would have went in there. That way I wouldn't have to use that tape on there. But you know, I can't really complain though either. So there we go. Boy, that fits loose on there. What the? Oh, this Japanese junk. I'm gonna bend that. So how long is it gonna be before that falls off of there? Let me grab the pliers, put a little bend in this, and I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be okay. At least I hope. No, it will be. Should I put more in there? Probably not. Well, I am anyway. Normally these have a little indentation in them, and it sits on the edge of the ball so they can't move forward or back, but this one don't have nothing. When they stole the idea from the United States, then they forgot to put that in there. Well, I figured that was going to be a bear to put back on too, which it is. It's perfectly true. Come on. Yeah, no, you're not going to go on there. Boy, being fought every direction tonight. It's not my day. It's going, though. It's going. I guess I can't super complain. Take a little, let's bend that back. Maybe we can. Oh, is that too much now again? Probably is. No? Not enough. Oh, jeepers creepers. Let's try something else. Let's try from the old 55 Chevrolet trick. No, not gonna work either. Oh, God, I tell you. I can't squeeze it with the pliers. Everything's in the way. That's normally how we used to do it. Squeeze these on here now. But American stuff, you know, not this knockoff low car stuff. Because that's all it is. It's all knockoff from low car. Buy low car because that's the best stuff around. But they charge you. You got to give them your arm or leg for it, though. That's the problem. That's why I can't buy that stuff. The best in the world, though. I love low car. I wonder if I can push it on there now. You doing that? Nope. Sorry. What? Hmm. Well, how is that going to hold that on there? Oh my Lord! I'll fall off before you even get out of the driveway. There's no indentations in there for the ball. I don't believe it. I just snap it on there, and then look at this. See if I keep it there, it won't come off, but can't glue it on. Can't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Junk. We're done here, but we can't keep the clip on there. All I gotta do is set this forward or backward to get full throttle of it. Everything's been fighting me. See, I'll be able to just. I'm gonna grab a vice grip and I'm gonna clamp this sucker tight on here once and see if that'll hold it. I don't know what else to do, guys. Sit in the corner and whine and dying? No, I don't think so. I think we prevail. And wonder why that clip was made to move off of there anyway. You know what I mean? It ain't me either. I mean, I made a mistake earlier, but this is ridiculous here. That ain't gonna work either. Look at that clip. That clip just slides back so easy, like that, and then the throttle's off. Yeah, we got rid of that Consumer Protection Agency, so things can be made like this now. I don't know why it was removed. Still trying to figure out why. Because I think they were after somebody. So what do? You get rid of them. That way you don't have to worry about it. What the hell do I do here, guys? Half an hour just to figure out a clip. Okay. So anyway, you probably just seen me do that. I didn't have my microphone on. Thank God. Because I heard things you don't want to hear. Wait, no, do I have it right? Was that 10 by 24 or 10 by 32 I put on there? Now I don't remember. I guess it was a 10 by 24. Put another jam nut on. Put another jam nut on there because it'll work for a while. But it's not the right fix. It's not going to stay that way. I'll tell you that right now. It's not going to stay that way. But it's going to... I got to use it at least for 5 minutes. You know, I spent the money on junk, you know. Evil Bee. I wonder why it's called Evil Bee. All the Chinese knockoffs are on it. Okay. Now I got a nut there. I got the lever sandwiched in like a ham, and then I got another one on the other side, and then I jammed another one to that one. So this still moves nice. I should have lubed it up. It would probably last another 50 miles. You gotta remember, you gotta shift this thing, so that throttle's gonna be going, you know. We're gonna be using the throttle, baby. Quite a bit. An automatic, you just put her in gear and drive away. This one, we got to upshift, downshift, let go of the gas, put more gas in it. All kinds of neat stuff. This is just a knockoff, you know, from Japan. Carry another one in the trunk, you know. So when this one breaks, I can sit alongside the highway, fix it. Okay. So now, let's get some of these tools out here. I got half the toolbox laying here again. Which one is the adjustment? No. Okay, it's this one. Okay, so we gotta leave that guy out. It looks nice. Everything looks good. You know. And it will work. The question is how long? Yeah, not very long. I think. You know, could I be wrong? Absolutely, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. So, okay, so this is done, this is done, this is done. Let's go step on the throttle and see what happens here. I'm gonna see how it feels. You guys tell me if it works good. I wonder if we can zoom in on it. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, you tell me if it's looking good. Maybe I can stick my foot in there. Try to operate it. Cool. Now, I should lay something on it. See if I got max throttle out of it. So when I want to try to do a burnout, people say, oh, do a burnout. You'll get half throttle out of it or something. You can't even pop the wheels loose. when the Yugo drives by and laughs at you. That thing don't got no power. Yeah, you're right. Here, I got a brick. I actually got a brick. Let's see if that does it. Let's go throw a brick on the throttle and we'll see how fast it goes. See, I got a brick. I got 2 bricks in here if this ain't enough. Oh, that ain't enough. Yeah. That ain't enough. Well, I could. Here, let's do this. Let's just loosen the springs up. We'll just readjust them again. That way it's not fighting the springs. If I had a secondary guy here, then he could check it and see if I'm getting max throttle out of it. You guys can probably see that right now, but I can't. But I gotta take it totally apart. I guess so. I guess I gotta. There, I can lose the screw. That's probably a 24,000 thread by something that I probably don't have. Let's see if I can lose it. Okay. Here, now there's no fight. Now let's lay this here so we lose it. Let's get our brick. Let's see now. Nothing's gonna go flying, okay? Come on. You can say that. Well, oh yeah. Yeah, that's max throttle, right? Good. Okay, now we can set up our springs and then call her done for 50 miles. Then we'll have to replace it. And we will. We'll replace it. We'll put our brick away. There, we put a brick on the throttle. That was kind of funny. We literally did. Okay. Now let's get the screw back in here if we possibly can. This will be a bear to do, I'm sure. Huh. Put just a little tension on there. Right about there, maybe. Let's grab our Allen wrench. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be working just fine. Geez, I keep pumping it pretty soon. I'll have to replace 6 other pump. There's no lube on that. No gas in there to lube it up. Well, let's pump it a couple more times then in that case. Let's see how it feels on the old foot here. Feels good. It's not too light, not too heavy. Good. In that case, I guess, let's see now. We got that tight. This is okay. This is tight. This is rigged. This is, carburetor's tight. This is tight. There it is. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I should have got the black one. I don't know. So with all the trouble you had, get out in the shed and get things done, and you'll turn out like this. Very beautiful. When you fall off of something, get back on and learn how to do it again. And then now you can kind of see what we did there. Now you can kind of see the whole thing. Throttle bracket. So we're slowly getting there. Got a little brake line leak. It's that adapter fitting that leaks on the master cylinder. So I put a piece of plastic there with a container down there on the floor if it's still there to catch it. So that has to be addressed. And then our air breather here gets really close, but it's not even touching it. But look how close that is, eh? Jeez. Get a matchbook between there, easy. Well, yeah, so there it is. So now we won't hook up the throttle cable. We won't hook up the fuel line or the choke cable. I'm still debating on that. Got an air cleaner coming for it. I just got that on top, and then I had to make a hole in the hood so everything fit. I think I did okay on that. Oops, sort of. Huh. Oh, I thought I did good on it. Yeah, nothing, a little chrome trim will cover. Because it's got, that style hood scoop on it, Yep. So I'm going to call this it for this video. And it battled me. But I think everything fit okay. Everything worked just fine. But yeah. But but it turned out okay, I think. Maybe I should try turning that cable mount in there a little bit. It looks like it's crooked a little bit in there, right there. I'm going to try to do that yet. But anyway, please like and subscribe. I'm sorry about my complaining. Try to save $1 you end up now the cost of that cable and an expensive low car one. And low car, I don't know why it has to be that expensive either. I don't know. People are just cashing in, and America needs a break from greed, you know, so we can enjoy life. Everybody likes it. We can make $1, let's do it, you know. If we can pull $2 out of it, let's do it when it's only worth $1. But anyway, yeah, you guys take care, okay? God bless everybody. Everybody just be cool. Have a good time. Please subscribe if you can. I sure would appreciate it. And on the next video, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing here. We got all kinds of stuff to do here. Let's see, we got that. Yes. Brakes. No, I got them done. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we got plenty to do. But we will talk to you guys later, I guess, you know. But yeah, it's a mess. That's a scoop, by the way. So now it's a working scoop, but if I put a aluminum plate on top of the carburetor so the air can be forced down the throat of the carburetor, it'd probably be a really nice scoop then. So it'd be kind of working, kind of. And it'll give the car some cool air, you know, to think about in the summer when it's really hot out. So anyway, take care, guys, gals. Bye-bye. Please like and subscribe if you can. Bye-bye.